If you've ever come home from school, dropped everything, and collapsed on the couch, wondering how you're going to make it to the end of the week, you are not alone. In today's episode, we're going to talk about teacher burnout, because I'll tell you that the same 3 strategies that we looked at in the last episode, number 66, that can turn around student behavior, well, they can also have the power to eliminate burnout. Yep, your classroom's culture, how you support students' social emotional learning, and utilizing creativity can actually bring the joy back to teaching. Let's talk about how. Hey friends, welcome to Enjoy Teaching Again, the podcast for teachers who love the work but need a little spark to bring the joy back. I'm your host, Elizabeth Peterson, classroom teacher, arts integration specialist, and passionate educator of over 25 years. If you're overwhelmed by behaviors, disengaged students, and long, exhausting days, you are not alone. But together, we can turn things around and you can teach with confidence and purpose again. So locate that cold coffee of yours, find your favorite pen, I know you have one, and let's dive in. It's time to get inspired and enjoy teaching again. Over the years, I've heard from so many teachers, like hundreds and hundreds of teachers who are unmotivated to walk into their building in the morning and can't wait to leave as soon as that final bell rings. They're leaving their desks covered with tons of work to complete, and they don't even care because they just need to get out. The joy is gone, and the stress, it's spilling into their home lives and even affecting their health. One teacher actually told me I want to say maybe about a year ago, I was talking to one teacher and she said that her doctor literally advised her to consider a new career because of the chronic stress that was impacting her blood pressure and her sleep. This isn't just burnout. This is full body, full life exhaustion that so many teachers are battling every day. And the burnout isn't just tied to student behavior. It's also from all the piling on of responsibilities for teachers, that loss of autonomy, like feeling like you're just losing control of your own classroom, having stale curriculums, and in some cases, scripted curriculum that just strips that creativity from your teaching. There's so many factors that go into teacher burnout. And you may be like so many other teachers who think that this isn't what we signed up for. Well, I'm here to tell you, it actually doesn't have to stay that way. And those same 3 contributors that I talked about, how they contribute to improving student behaviors, they can actually start to contribute to you feeling some more joy inside your classroom. Okay, so let's talk about these. The first one is about establishing a caring classroom culture. Now, it's true that we create a caring classroom culture for our students, but it's also for us. We want a classroom where we feel excited to walk into each day. Let's face it, that's why teachers, especially elementary teachers, they spend hours designing their classroom flow, choosing warm or calming colors, and decorating every corner to make that space feel welcoming and inviting. This is just what we do. We love to create an environment where learning feels joyful. But that environment goes beyond just what you see. When you create not just an atmosphere, but a culture of care and calm and connection, everyone benefits, including you, the teacher. When your classroom feels like a place of peace, that it has purpose, your students respond better and behaviors start to settle, and you get more time to do what you actually love, which is teach. And that can be a game changer for reducing burnout and boosting your own teacher joy. Now, the second contributor to all of this is being able to support students' social emotional learning. Now, supporting your students' SEL isn't just about helping them transition into the classroom and focus on their learning, although yes, that is a huge part of it. It's also about infusing little moments of calm and connection into your day that support your students, but also you as well. When you start to incorporate creative SEL or SEAL strategies into your content, like music, a music moment, a simple movement break, maybe a quiet doodling type of reflection, it can be just as restorative for you as it is for your students. Let's take a brain break as an example. When your students pause to reset, so do you, right? It's a shared moment of taking that breath, taking that moment to be calm, and of emotional regulation that just serves everybody in the room. In fact, there have been many times over the last few years that I have had a brain break for my students that was actually initially intended for me. I will take that time to give myself that breath, and I'll actually invite my students to join me and not the other way around. But here's what's even more powerful. When you're doing things like this, you're modeling what self-regulation looks like. And when students see their teacher engaging in these strategies right alongside them, they're more likely to try them for themselves, which can lead to them being able to self-regulate even more. And how nice is that? Because that ripple effect creates a much more balanced classroom and a much more balanced you. So yes, these strategies will benefit your students, but they also help you navigate your day with a little bit more peace, a little bit more purpose, and give you a little bit more emotional energy that you can keep in you. And let's talk about that third contributor. It's all about engagement, and specifically engaging students with some creativity and even the arts. Now, let's be honest, the curriculum has become more and more scripted for us teachers, right? And unfortunately, it leaves little room for that creative spark that drew so many of us into teaching in the first place. But here's the truth. Teachers are naturally creative. And I don't just mean we're good at art projects or bulletin boards. I mean, we know how to create lessons that come alive, that engage, that connect, and really allow for some meaningful learning. The problem is that so many lessons are just handed to us step by step, sometimes even word for word, and we seem to lose that chance to innovate with those lessons and inspire ourselves and our students. But there are ways to infuse creativity and arts integration into the content that you're already required to teach. And when you do, well, goodness, the learning becomes more engaging for your students and the teaching becomes more joyful for you. And that's what we're going to be focusing on inside the Classroom Reset Challenge. So whether it's a simple music activity that's tied to a writing prompt, or a quick movement break in the middle of a math lesson that's math related, or a drawing reflection that's tied to social studies, these creative moments of engagement can really bring learning to life. And let's face it, when you get to teach in a way that lights you up, your students will naturally respond better and engage more. Your excitement, the excitement that you bring to your lessons and to your classroom, is contagious to your students. So when that happens, everybody wins. So now how exactly do you accomplish all this? Well, that's why I created the Classroom Reset Challenge. This is a free 2-day live event, live on Zoom. We're going to dive into these 3 contributors to classroom calm and teacher joy. On day 1, we'll focus on improving student behaviors. And on day 2, our hour-long workshop is going to be all about how to eliminate teacher burnout. And of course, the replays are available, but you have to register to get access to the Zoom link and to the replays. So head to theinspiredclassroom.com/challenge to save your seat. You're going to get hands-on activities. You're going to be involved in teacher-centered workshops. We're going to have door prizes. We're going to have summer surprises. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun in the weeks leading up to it and the days that we actually have our live Zoom workshops. So this is not your typical PD. This is about you. I promise. It's about you resetting things inside your classroom so you can have the best school year possible. So, improving student behavior and eliminating burnout? Yep, it's possible. And it's going to start when you sign up for the Classroom Reset Challenge. So go to theinspiredclassroom.com/challenge. I can't wait to see you inside the challenge. I hope this episode inspired you, encouraged you, or gave you a fresh idea to try. And if so, I would love for you to take a screenshot and text it to one of your teaching buddies. I'm so grateful that you landed here with me today, and it would mean the world to me if you would leave me a review over on Apple Podcast. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll catch you on the next episode. This is Elizabeth Peterson reminding you to get inspired so you can be inspiring to your students and enjoy teaching again.